Hello, Will here, and we are back in Skyrim, and we are back for part 3 of my playthrough of Forgotten Dungeons. Now, in this one, we will be covering the Forgotten Cave and the Forgotten Bastion. And we are going to start off with the Forgotten Cave. So, Forgotten Cave is on your map. And it's right here. So as you can see, it's sort of like it's northwest of Falkreath, and just here, around about where my marker is now, my movable marker, it will be the Twilight Sepulchre. So it's literally just a stone's throw away in the northern east of the Twilight Sepulchre, into which you can see on my map now, so literally just over there is Twilight Sepulchre. Alright, so let's go and see what the Forgotten Cave has in store. Alright, here we are. Oh my god, Willow, you've got your sword out instead of magic. It's a miracle. Alright, so what we got in here? What we got inside the cave? Okay, so we've definitely got bandits.
Someone there?
No, nobody's here. Nobody's here at all. A bit of a delay with my controller there, for some reason. Come on, you controller. Any good in you? Gold. A little bit more gold. Alright. Now I don't know if this is going to be fully bandits, or if it's going to start with bandits and then become something else. I don't know, but we'll find out. Let's get on this way. Follow the inside sleeve. That's a very sharp turn that stream is taking. And again, very sharp. Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna continue to be more bandit based than anything else. Oh, you want to fly? No. That's from those bandits picking it. Anything good on the tables? Anything interesting on the tables? No, nothing interesting worth taking. Arcane Enchanter, Alchemy Lab, bunch of wardrobes, merchant's boots, a hat, and some gloves. So you can wear a hat, a boot and gloves, but no clothes. So after checking it out, you'll still be running around naked. I'll take the gold. I'll take the silver ingot. Why not? Knapsack, anything good? I'll take that. That's all I want really. Okay, what about the band? What do you have? A bit of gold. What? Oh, no, Willow's gone back to her magic. Suppose I better start doing this then. Do the old quick save. And go... Fire salts, I'll take them. I'll take the poison to sell. Here is another hat. Only got a few things in here. Nothing worth taking but at the moment. Well, it looks at everything else. A little bit in there. Alright. Anybody here? Here you. Where are we going? Little bandit over there. Bandit.
Over here.
All the bandits. Let's punch them off the edge. And what's this? Nah, corundum. Don't really need corundum. I will take the expensive potion. I'll take those searches as well. Take your money. Yep. Down here somewhere. There it is. I'll take your money. And I'll take your lockpick. Can I get out from here? No, I just point jump a bit like that. Yeah, there you go. Off. Probably more corundum in it. Yeah. Okay, I can either go down that way, or I can go over that way. No, that. Oh, the map doesn't really help. We'll go this way. Oh, hi. And off goes the head. Oh, no one. An order. And off of his head as well. Oh. Many headless people. Quick save. I'll take that one. Oh, there it is. Take your money. That's about it. Okay.
What was that?
Can I borrow for you for a second? Just want to take your head off. Okay. Ow. Seriously? She was already dead. She already lost her head and you're still gonna blow me up with fire. Corundum. And corundum. So, yeah, you know, if you need a bit of corundum, get a little bit from in here, I suppose. No, that way. No, I don't know. Is this two different ways or? Let's have a quick look. Look. Oh, yeah, they both lead to the same place. Alright. Going on this way. It's a frog. Alright. Stand a bit. Cool. Go. And another order. I'll take your money. Alright. Gonna be good? No. On a chip. How deep is this water? Anything under the water? Anything at all? Nope. Looks pretty empty to me. Yep, pretty empty. Pretty empty under there. Not to worry, or not to worry. Yep. There. Oh, look. What have we got over here? I don't need that. Nah, I don't really need that potion. Okay. Very sweet. What's around? The goner. Stairs in the cave. Oh. Alright, so looks like I'm going back to the way where that other little sort of like crack in the wall was. So we'll go this way. I just basically just went the long way around. Hello. Ooh. Parody. It's like a little underground grove.
This is a surprise.
Behind that tree. Alright, there. Everybody calm down, huh? Oh, I'll take you to all now. What's going on? All cool? Cool. Yeah, so yeah, I actually quite like this fan, right? I like this little kind of like underground grove kind of thing. It's pretty funky. There's even more bloody bandits. Another bandit over there. Buddy! It's me! It's me! That's who it was. It was me. You know, you only saw me for a couple of seconds, but still, it was me. And a bandit, I'll take your money. Take your money. Okay. Doobie-doobie-doo. Any more bandits? Might be some over there, maybe. Yeah, I can see one from. Yeah, I can see one from here. So look. Am I getting from over here? Okay. Yeah. Got him. Either that's either a helmet on the table or a friend who doesn't give a shit that his friend just died. His friend just didn't care about that he died.
I cannot.
Oh, there you go. Down and out. Took a few shots that guy did. Oh, I'll at least get one of my arrows back. Anybody else? No? Or at least not in this bit. Okay, what we got? Take the potent poison, take the gold. It's always nice to take gold. Oh, there's someone over there. Okie dokie. Right, let's see if we can get some of my failed shots back. Am I able to get any of my failed shots? Can I find any of the arrows of my pathetic shots? I can't find any of them. I suppose that's what I get for sucking. See, one thing I am liking about this one is compared to like the past few I've done, is that this one feels a bit more open. Whereas like the past like 2 or 3 I've done, they've all felt like a little bit more enclosed and a bit more claustrophobic. Whereas this one's more open. It's a bit, a bit larger up. And okay, is there a Nordic ruin in here? Oh, there's another grove there. Forgotten Cave Shaft. Okay, well we'll come back to that. Okay, we've got another grove thing over here. Then. Another. Oh. No need for me to take the shot. There's someone up there. Yep. Cool. Anybody else?
What was that?
It was nothing. You heard nothing. I missed everything. Go. We all go. Oh, he got absolutely. And I was let him get absolutely decimated. Oh, see that person over there? Yep. Magic man. He can float. Okay, don't know why he's floating, but magic. Carry on. Ow. Oh, that dude there. Oh, just let them worry about that. Right. Didn't know about this dude. Don't need to worry about him. Dead now, so screw him. I don't want any iron arrows. I'll have my elven arrows back. Thank you very much. This is very big and very open, which don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's quite nice to have an area that's actually kind of big and open. So you just don't know which way to go. Right, so there. Peacefully sat down. End the piece. Yep. Go. And that guy over there just doesn't care. He should have, but he didn't. Sneaky man. Oh, they're all just chilling out. Right, now. Right, done. last do? Oh no, it's probably going to be showing up there as well. But yeah, so far I'm liking this one, you know. But it, you know, it's more in a way of like layout to find your way around, but it is a little bit more simplified. You know, but that's a nice little break from ones where it's like lots of long, twisty, windy kind of corridors and stuff like that. Something a bit more bigger, a bit more open. It's a nice change. How dare you not die? Good. Listen, he died. Oh, okay. Right now, wooden door. Ah, so it's not actually another load area, it's just a wooden door. Into a underground fort. I see you. Was that fun, maiden? Did you enjoy chasing down a man? Just to basically brutally murder him. Yup. Okay, well, that fort was short-lived. Okay, and this is obviously... where's this going? Ah, so yeah, it must be some kind of, like, exit door. So now we're in the shaft. Right. Oh, I see you standing by the wall. Now you're dead by the wall. I'm gonna run over, check on your friend. And not undead. Nope. Oh, see you later. Have fun down the rapids. Oh. Who over there? Oh, you over there. Hi. Thank you. There you go, going that fun. For some reason the first time I didn't get him, I don't know why. Oh, I hit the fence. Is that always going to hit the fence over? Oh no, there you go. Just to shoot through the fence. Yes. Alright. Go on that fun. Oh, at least this time we'll get my arrow back. I'll have that, I'll have that. No, I don't want iron arrows. I'll have that. Anything on the table? Nah, not really. There's a shield in there, but I mean that might have been the Marauder's shield. I'll take that. I'll just take the iron ingot, because why not? Alright. Sweet roll is mine. Sweet roll is mine. Right, we got the treasure. Let's get out of here. And I guess that's going to open up that down there then. Just seeing if there's anybody against the walls. Oh, so which way am I going now? Now then? I don't know. I suppose I might go this way first to see what's up here. Okay, so you got a path and then a path and a path. Okay, well, so here comes the twisty turny corridors. This place just keeps growing. There's a shrine of the Bella. Not the deity statue I would expected to have seen in here. Bella. Oh, gold ingots. I'll have them. Anything there? Yeah, I'll have that. I'll have that. Glass armor. Yeah, I'll take it. Why not? don't need leather strips, I've probably got plenty now anyway. Do barely. Alright, let's go this way.
Hello? Who's there?
Santa Claus! Moving forward. Oh, he's slowing down, that's the big problem.
Time for you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like, sort of like the big kind of dungeons that you get to delve in and dive in, and this, that, and the other. But after a little while, it's got to end somewhere. I don't know if that's another way I can bloody go, or if it's somewhere different. Come here. I will best you. Look at that. I bested you. But no, but it's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with a big dungeon. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with a big dungeon. But, because I know some of the dungeons that I make sometimes are a bit big, or they might seem like they're going on for a while, or something doesn't quite make sense about them. But see, Tony, so like, this is following the same format over and over. So it's some twisty corridors, and then it's twisty corridors. Then it's a bit of a room, then more corridors, bit of a room, and more corridors, and then a bit of a room, with every now and then a bit of a groove.
You picked it.
Yeah, so it's kind of sort of like it feels like it's kind of repeating itself over and over. Yeah, every now and then there is a change, but for me it's like the first part of the cave was already big enough, size on there. Yeah, in here have a little bit of a mine, and then that's it, kind of thing. Because now it's just a bit of a corridor. You go up here, go around the corner, and then there's this whole area that has no necessary directly necessarily need to it, kind of thing. There's making something big because it serves a purpose, and then there's making something big for the sake of making something big. And this is the latter, where you're making something big for the sake of making something big. Which, no, if you're gonna make something big, it is kind of sort of like change it up a little bit. So it's not always the same kind of formula, if that makes any sense. I mean, but that's the thing, it's like, don't get me wrong. I'm still liking this one. But it's now just being, it's kind of starting to kind of sort of like overstay its welcome, sort of thing, Yep. Take that, I'll take them, thank you very much. Oh, who's that talking? Oh, I don't know. Okay, now I'm back on the other side. Alright. If I go down that way, because if I go that way, that just leads me back to some kind of little room over here. Yeah, because I'm thinking personally, myself, personally, I would have split this into 2 different dungeons, personally. Have the first, what is just the Forgotten Cave in as one, and then have this place as another, and as something, you know, as something else, kind of thing. Oh, you got plenty of lusty Argonian maids in here, apparently. I found a stash. Alright. But yeah, but personally, myself, that's what I would have done. I mean, obviously, yeah, of course, obviously, at the end of the day, it is up to the model for what they do. You know, if they want to put it together, they can put it together. You know, it's their mod after all. It's just personally myself, I would have split this into 2 different ones, rather than putting it into like one big huge one. I would have split it. But you know, but again, that's sort of like, that's obviously coming this one probably a little bit slightly a bit of bias, because obviously normally I'm sort of a bit of like a storyteller within mods myself. When I make them, I tend to try and give them a story of some kind, and you know, that's the thing though, it would probably be a bit more intriguing as well if there was actually some kind of story in this, you know, as to the why, you know, it's like, why are the bandits here, why is it so big, why is this place full of little pine groves, you know, sort of like, you know, just basically like giving it a kind of a little bit of a story. Yeah, it's like, okay, I get it. It's now at that point where it is basically overstaying its welcome. So I get the point. Now, they're bandits, they're mining. Bada bing, bada boom, bosh, done. But lucky enough, by looking at this, I think I should be getting near the end. Hopefully. Hopefully I should be getting near the end. Yeah, it's a bit of a bigger area, but it's a different kind of big area. It's not. You know, but at least this area is a little bit different. It's not just more bandits mining a cave. It's an actual sort of underground hideout now. See, this is what I mean. Like, it's like I would have preferred a bit more stuff like this rather than it just being open cave a lot of the time. You know, it was make the shaft this rather than it being little bits of this and then more mining, you know, more cave mining, this, that, and the other. You know, it was you know, it's more. It was basically Forgotten Cave is where they're doing all their mining for the corridor, more this, that, and the other. La 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 la. The shafts, no mining. But was the actual hideout of theirs? Now, if it was more laid out like that, then I wouldn't be in a situation where it feels like to me that it's overstaying its welcome. I gotta worry about searching that body. We got down there as well. I mean, what the hell's down there? Novice. Screw it. I don't have time to try and unlock you using normal means. I ain't got no time for that. I'll have that. I'll take that one because why not? I'll just take that just in case. I'll take that just in case. And up here we have Forgotten Cave. Okay, so there's 2 different ways out then? Okie dokie then. Right, so that was the Forgotten Cave. So yeah, to summarise it up, because, you know, some stuff may, you know, just to summarise it all. I did like it. I did like that one because I liked the change compared to like the past like 2 or 3 dungeons that I've been in. I liked the change because the last like couple, there was a lot of like more claustrophobic feeling with like smaller cramped spaces and stuff like that. Whereas that one was a bit more sort of like, you know, it was a bit more open. You know, a bit more open, a bit more airy. So to speak, you know. So I like that it was open. I like the fact that this time around, you know, it was just basically more just a cave, like a very large scale cave, and I like that. You know, it's a nice little change. And again, yeah, there's nothing wrong with like making places big, you know. You know, because that's the thing, though. So I've done it in the past. Other mod creators do it. This, that, and the other. You know, it's over. You know, sometimes people make big things big because there's a reason to why it's big, and sometimes people make places big just to make them big. And that was the latter. So that was just I person myself. I feel like they just made that place big just because they wanted to make it big. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but there's a fine line. You know, it's a bit of a fine line where you can make it big but more engaging, and then make it big and sort of like it kind of overstays the welcome a little bit because it was very samey throughout the whole thing, you know. And since it was split into 2 places, you know, I was expecting the second place to be quite different, or at least a little bit different. But it was pretty much the same kind of thing, apart from the last little bit of the room at the end. But you know, but by the time just before I got to that, you know, personal myself, I was starting to feel like that basically the mod was starting, well, at least the cave, not so much the mod, but the cave was overstaying its welcome, because it was like, oh, they're still mining, they're mining in here as well as mining out there. It's like, yeah, okay, we get it, it's a mine. You know, we get the point. Whereas with the shaft part, it's either one, I would either actually split them. So the shaft was actually its own separate dungeon, not linked to the cave whatsoever. Or the shaft part would have been more of an actual sort of like hideout-esque thing. So it was more designed to be a hideout rather than having a tiny bit of hideout and more mining. It would have been just hideout, pretty much. That's it. Done. You know. And yeah, myself, that's what I would have done personally. But again, obviously it's up to the mod author what they want to do. But I will say I did like the idea about like the little pine groves that there were. You know, so you know, you're going through this cave, you get a whole bunch of people mining. Those, you know, those little the areas where you had all the pine trees growing. I wasn't expecting that. You know, I wasn't expecting the room to be like that in that cave. So you know, I like that. You know, that kind of stuff. I like that thing because it's like, oh, it's something actually quite different. This is actually intriguing. Let's see what they've done with it. The only other thing I would have done personally myself, but again, this is from a biased view because I do a lot more like kind of like story-based mods. So obviously I'm looking at this from a bit of a biased view. Is that I would have written in like some kind of like lore to that cave, whether it be books or whether it be journals written by the bandits themselves. Sort of explaining a bit about the cave, or like they're gonna like it's like, oh, we found this cave. It's it's going to be a great place for us to start our hideout. Build ourselves a hideout in this cave. And we got good access to we got good access to resources, this and that and the other. Is make a reason for it to have been that big, or as a reason as to why the bandits were there and stuff like this and stuff like that. But again, this is a bit of a biased view because I do a lot of story-based mods. So whenever I see kind of large mods like that, I'm thinking, where's the story? And there isn't one. But obviously not everybody writes stories. And that's fair enough. If you don't want to write any lore or story about your mod, that's your choice. That's entirely up to the model themselves. But, but in general, yeah, a couple of nuanced critiques with it. But still, I still liked it. There was just a couple of things there I was just thinking like, could have probably done a little tiny bit different. But all in all, still enjoyable, and it was nice to do something that was a bit more open, rather than being all like, being crushed by the walls. But that was the Forgotten Cave, and as a reminder, just once again, you will find the Forgotten Cave here, which is just then sort of a little bit northwest of Falkreath, sort of up by the mountain range. But now that's the Forgotten Cave out of the way. Next, we are going to go to the Forgotten Bastion, which for that we need to go east of Winterhold.
Alright, and here we are with the Forgotten Bastion, or the second one, and I have a little guest with me today.
Hello.
Yes, she has unfortunately returned. So the reason why I got Ebony here was also just to give us slightly, because in the previous one, Forgotten Cave, I was talking about having a biased view, because obviously I'm a model for myself, this and the other, whereas Ebony is not.
Yes.
As well as that, she doesn't have that much experience with Skyrim, so she'll be able to give a less biased view as to how these dungeons are designed.
Yes.
But also another interesting thing is, as on her own, I cannot hear diddly shit in the game. Because of how I'm going to have to do this recording, she can hear everything, but doesn't know what I'm going to do. Whereas I know what I'm going to do, to a degree, but I can't hear nothing.
I don't know what's more dangerous. Me being able to hear but not in control, or you being in control and not being able to hear.
Yeah. So you will have to bear with me if I seem to be more like all over the shop, because at the moment Ebony is my ears. But
yeah.
Right. so this might be interesting.
Very interested.
But right, so this is exactly where are we? So we are at the Forgotten Bastion.
Interesting.
So this is number 4 out of God knows how many. And get to the Forgotten Bastion. As you can see there, you got Winterhold just there.
Okay.
And you just go a little bit east, and then there you go, Forgotten Bastion.
Nice, yeah.
Nice and easy to find. Nice and simple. And here is the Forgotten Bastion. Alright, so let's go and jump in. Alright. Here we are. So yeah, obviously you're going to have all the people, so just before we carry on, quick save. Because we know the history of Willow and blowing shit up.
Oh yeah, she likes blowing shit.
Right. I'm not going to worry about the potions too much. Right, so I got that way or I got this way, which looks like it's probably a
Locked.
short-fire way to get back to the beginning from the end. So you don't have to walk all the way back.
Okay, well that's quite handy.
I'm expecting things to come out alive out of these sarcophagi. See?
Yeah, I can hear something growling.
See, now see that kind of stuff I'm not gonna hear.
Yeah.
I mean I can't even hear it swinging the sword.
I know, she's doing all her little highas. Hiya!
Alright. Just gonna save up there. Oh my god, you've actually got your sword up for once, Willow. I mean you still got the fire.
Willow will never back down. She will always have fire.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably just because she's a bit of a pyromaniac. I'll take that one. It's worth a bit of money. So we got some kind of obviously dragon ruin going on here. So I suppose we go down this way. Behind is the big door.
What is behind the big door?
Veins. Lots and lots of veins.
Ooh.
And more sarcophagi. Hello, there are go. Goodbye. Anyone else want to wake up?
Well, he didn't last long.
Nah. Any good? No, it's a bit of money. I mean, yeah, I could go searching all the burial urns, but I'm not going to do that because otherwise we'll be here for fucking ever and a day.
And to be honest, there's probably not much in the burial urns anyway.
Yeah, and normally most time it's just like bit, it might be like some gold, maybe a piece of jewellery or like a precious stone or something like that.
Okay. Well, to be fair, you've got enough money anyway.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I got like 46 grand. So.
Yeah, exactly. Whilst I have 23 gold.
Yeah, you have like 23 quid. So
yeah.
I mean, Cassandra could do with the money, but Cassandra's not here.
No.
We don't know what Cassandra's up to at the moment.
No. Cassandra's just she's probably riding on Sheba somewhere in the wild. Which is her typical go-to.
Okay, got this. I'm just gonna be a cheeky little bastard. Yunk.
Tut tut.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Everything, babe.
That encompasses a lot of things. So I could either see that as a threat or something interesting.
You imagine what you want to imagine, okay? My lips are sealed.
Okay, so we seem to have come in a bit.
Do you have to jump?
I'm gonna guess I'm gonna have to drop down. I mean, it's hard to get around with all the minions. Because there's no direct stairs down, but there's a drawbridge here. But
is there like a pull? Is there like a lever or something that you've got to pull so that the bridge goes down? I don't know.
yeah, well, normally it would be, but up here there doesn't seem to be anything like that. So I suppose just
Jump.
yeah, drop down.
Just jump and hope.
Okay, a bit of a delay on the controller there. But smack, smack, smackety, smack.
You've not given up without a fight, babe.
Anyway, well, they're fucking dead now. So it's going to do a quick save. Well, I'll look at what's down here first. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that drawbridge, but
yeah, even I'm not sure about that.
so looking around for a lever or something. I mean, there's
stairs going back up to it. Though,
yeah, that's me. That's me because the stairs on the other side. So I don't know if it's supposed to be, that like you're supposed to drop down and then pull the lever or something? Because there is obviously something down there that I can do,
Right.
and that's a door.
Okay.
But that's only open by pulling a lever. That's another door that's only open by pulling a lever.
Okay. So
But
that's...
there's still nothing to do for the drawbridge as far as I can tell.
No.
But well, I suppose I'll just have to see what the hell this is all about. Oh, we got snake, whale, bird, snake.
Snake, whale,
Whale,
bird,
bird,
snake. That's a snake. There you go.
There you go. And then,
Activate the lever.
and that could have opened up a multitude of things. So he's opened up that.
Right, okay.
Drawbridge still isn't down.
So there must be some kind of lever somewhere that connects itself to the drawbridge.
Or you come out from behind one of these,
Right.
and when you come out from behind them, then the drawbridge drops.
Possibly, that's another option.
There is a possibility.
Got to keep our options open.
And then there's a pull chain here. But I bet you if I pull this pull chain, it shuts that gate.
Okay.
So why is the pull chain on this side?
But not on the other side.
Well, on the other side,
Oh,
it
by
was
the
it was
bridge.
by doing it. It was doing for to actually open up the gate, that puzzle.
Yeah.
But why have a pull chain there on the other side unless you can come this way at some point as well?
Maybe.
So there's like multiple choice selection of which direction you need to go.
Maybe, or maybe when the bandits get too much, you can just lock yourself in.
Possibly. I mean, we're still getting the claustrophobia. I'm gonna charge the scourge. Would you really die already? Yes. They will have your money. I'll have more of your money and your
And some
arrows.
arrows.
And then we got this here.
Now is that the door
And then they
that leads back to the beginning?
No, I think this leads to a different area.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not an idiot. I'll still get hit by it anyway.
Well, you are an idiot, aren't you?
I'm not an idiot, I'm just slow.
Yeah.
I learn from my mistakes. Go over here. Somebody. Tori.
My sister. I'll bring her back in a minute.
Nah. So yeah, you might be hearing like a little like. You can blame her sister.
There you go.
Uh.
I've put her on silent.
Oh, that was fucking close.
Yeah, because you weren't paying attention.
Yeah, because you're your sister.
Don't you start fancying my sister now?
No, I'm gonna start shouting at her. I'm gonna tell her to bugger off. It's like we're busy. We're doing things.
We're doing things. I'll bring her back in a minute.
Okay,
It's
that's a
alright.
massive door. So there's another way. Oh, there's an undead dude over here. Bang, bang, smack, smack. Smack. Let's do a quick save. Is this another? Nope, this is a normal door. Oh, it's barred from the other side. So if I go this way, then there was also this way here, which then you go down here. Just leads to a dead end.
Okay.
Okay, so this led to a dead end. I'm just gonna cheat. Yep.
Tut tut.
Then we go around here, and then we go down here, but then there's also another, well, the same dead
And then-
end.
Yeah. Just from the other side.
Then you go down here, you get to this door, there's a wooden door.
There's definitely something. Oh,
Oh, there's fire, that's what there is.
yes.
Yeah,
Let me guess. It's Willow.
No, it's a booby trap.
Ah.
See, Willow, do you see how it feels? Do you now understand how we all feel? Huh? No more pain. Alright, so very large chimera. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I just want to get some fire. Do that. Before Willow does anything with that.
Why have you just set fire to the floor?
So Willow doesn't set fire to everybody.
Oh, okay.
So just gotta wait for that to burn up. And there you go, it's nice burn up. Cool.
Right.
Rock and roll. Yeah, it's just so it doesn't. Willow doesn't set fire to every single person.
Fair enough. She loves a good fire. Oh, there you go.
All controller. Ah, he damn. That'll be good. I'll take your precious stone and your gold.
There's definitely something coming because I can hear, like,
Yeah, there's gonna be multiple things up here.
like serious music.
Just using phosphorus just to make it a bit faster, a bit easier. Okay, well, good. I've been up to Warden.
Yay.
There we go. Up down there. in a
Down there, I
second.
think.
You've got a lever here. What's this do? No, it shuts that. Okay, so that was actually technically already open for some reason. Okay, we'll go down there then. What we got down here? Well, we had that.
So you survived then?
I survived most booby traps. Okay, dude. Yeah, that dude. Probably got more dudes. Come on. You can die already.
It's the death dance.
Okay, so we're getting to very sort of closed
Yeah.
quarters.
This isn't good. If you've got claustrophobia, mouthful to say, then this bit is probably not the best for you.
Just dancing side to side, just getting booby traps.
Well, that looks like there's more enemies.
Yeah, well, there's one over there. No. It's just a question of how long and twisted this thing is going to be today.
It's not. It's very twisty turny, isn't it?
Not as twisty as turny as the other one where I lost my mind.
True.
They started doing the can apparently, but now see, now I'm not a complete idiot,
Yeah.
but my minions, well, they're as thick as bricks. Because watch Subaru, there he goes, and oh, he's just teetering on the edge, but Ku's gone. Oh, he managed to avoid it. Oh, nope, nope. Oh, maybe they have light feet. Well, I'm not going to step in it either, so. Okay, so let's go back. Madari though.
Ooh.
Oh, and Madari just got smacked again. Oh, she's getting hit back on the way back. See, Subaru
Fine.
doesn't activate it. Kuzagon, not a flinch. Midari, fuck it.
Go hard or go home.
Cincy box.
22 gold.
Some arrows. So yeah, a lot of time, the treasure and loot that you'll get from the chests and stuff like that will be basically like the standard kind of stuff.
Yeah. Did you get did you get the same stuff last time, or is it on a like randomized?
It will probably most likely be randomized.
Okay.
So everyone's treasure, everyone's loot will always be like it's just like a little bit different.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now all of these have like all the big ones, pretty much. Down and up. Next question is, where do we go from here?
I don't know. Because you've been across the bridge, haven't you?
Well, we just like a couple minutes ago we were down there, and so now we're above it.
Yeah.
I mean that's a bit of a design issue, but
That's a very big design issue.
so you just have to jump over them. Well, I'm guessing we're going up.
Yeah.
And across here,
Onto some kind of platform.
across here, here. Oh, there's one handle there. Boop. Boop. Across here to go up here. Alright, so we got a door that doesn't activate. At least I don't think it does.
No, it hasn't got an activate.
Oh, well, there was a full
Sorry.
chain. But that just did the bridge. Didn't do anything to do with that door.
Maybe it's just for aesthetics.
Yeah, probably.
There you go, because that one says
we got,
open.
yeah, Forgotten Bastion chamber. So I'm just looking at the map.
Okay.
Still technically got like that up area there.
Mm.
But I'll go for pain. We'll go through here. And technically, what it's basically probably going to do is effectively go round and then come back over here. That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking will happen, or something along those lines, at least. Anyway. Alright. Yeah, it's just an aesthetic door, that one. Again. Take the extreme healing. The only difference is, this time everything seems to already be open rather than closed. Like a large majority of stuff seems to be open.
But is it because you've already?
No, I haven't. This is the first time I've been here. I haven't been here yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know then. Unless that's its standard.
That'd be something that it's either a bug with the game, with
Right.
the download, or it's possibly the model made a mistake with when they set up the area.
Okay.
But okay, so big empty room, lots of space, odd weird lighting and weird
But-
feeling. This is definitely a boss room.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a living meme. So I'm gonna go in here, blah blah blah. That's gonna lock. That's gonna turn on. Boosh, right, and then no, just got the bang.
What? Every single one?
Well, I don't know how many of them are gonna open and lock. Well, I'm stuck in here by myself at the moment, so we've got one. Anyone else? Just one?
Because they're all too scared of you.
Is it just?
Is it just one?
just the one?
Well, that was a waste of time.
Ah, lucky you're already stuck behind there.
Oh.
So it's like all of a sudden they've broken. They don't know what to do.
Let them through, babe. You'll need them.
But yeah, it was just one.
You see, to me, that seems a bit something or nothing. If you are going to make a room like that, at least have like 3 or 4 that like pop out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, it is a Death Overlord, so it's not like one of the strongest ones of the Draugr faction,
Okay.
but yeah, it's kind of like one of those party poppers where you pull it and the confetti inside just plops out
Yeah.
rather than spraying everywhere. It just goes.
Yeah. Even I'm not impressed with that.
Little bit disappointing, just primarily because of how the room looks to be set up.
Yeah, it looks like they've done a perfect job with the room, but the enemies they could have added a few more.
Yeah, because like the chest I'm just going for now, that's normally sort of like what would be seen as a boss chest.
Okay.
So that's like the kind of thing you'll normally bump into at the end, and then I'm back I'm going back into the Bastion,
Right.
and I'll see if my theory is correct. And as you can see, I'm on the other side.
Oh yeah. So it links you back.
So 'cause that's where I went through to get it,
Yes.
and that's where I am now.
Mhm.
So I mean, I've still got this little area up here, but it's cleared, so there's no enemies left.
No.
And that's it. That's basically the end of the Bastion.
Right. Okay. I am quite sad that there's no lore or backstory. Because I quite like I like it in your mods when there is some kind of story and some kind of lore. That's your phone.
Yep.
Not mine.
Shush.
Some kind of lore and backstory, even if the characters have like fled or they've sadly lost their AI lives, but at least there's some kind of backstory, because I feel a bit lost here.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no reason for it to be there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, I mean, now, from my point of view, in the ways of the whole thing to do with story, backstory, lore, and stuff like that, to me, this place, in the ways of its layout and the ways of what's in it, how big it is, down here, it doesn't warrant that it needs a story.
Okay.
But in the ways of it being sort of like, it's like you saying that you feel like that it shouldn't, it doesn't need to be here or sort of kind of thing.
I feel a bit lost.
It is kind of sort of like, it is the Forgotten Bastion, so it's meant to be forgotten. It's meant to be sort of like unknown kind of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, in the ways of like lore, story, and that kind of thing, yeah. To me at least, it doesn't warrant needing it compared to say to the cave, because that was full of living people who were actually mining. They were doing something.
Yeah.
Whereas this was just a dungeon full of Draugr.
Yeah.
It was the undead. So it was obviously an ancient Nordic ruin that was used maybe thousands of years ago by the ancient Nords. But obviously now these days it's just they'd forgotten.
Yeah.
La. So yeah, you could add story to it, but it doesn't warrant, to me anyway at least, it doesn't warrant needing a story.
Okay.
But on that front. But for me it's sort of like the ending was a bit like lackluster.
Yeah, like my positives, because I don't want the mod creators to see this and just think that we're like criticising it, but the positives are the basics of the actual place. It's built quite well.
Yeah, I like the layout. It's well built. I mean, there was that like one little bug with the doors.
Yes.
But that's something that you can work around it, but also at the same time is a little bit of a bastard to work around it with how the room itself is laid out.
Yes.
So that's just design issues more than anything. Shut up, phone. I liked it that there was some open areas, but there were also some enclosed areas. I mean, yeah, I haven't looked up here.
Yeah,
but I'm probably not going to bother looking up there.
Okay. Leave it a bit of a mystery. I did like the really tight, when you went down that really tight, like, corridor, if you like.
Yeah.
I liked the idea of that, where you felt quite...
It was claustrophobic.
Yeah, where you felt quite enclosed.
But it also had like, it had the claustrophobic. None of us can say that word.
Claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic. There you go. So none of us can English.
No.
Even though
No,
we're
we
English.
can't. No.
But yeah, you had the tight corridors, but then you also had the open spaces, and I liked that. It was just the ending itself was a bit lackluster because you go there, it's lit up nicely. The room, the layout of the room, it's like that. It's a typical boss room layout.
Yeah.
And it's lit up, and it's lit up like something's going to happen, or this is going to go a bit mad. And you got all the sarcophagi on the wall.
Yeah.
And then, all of a sudden it's just like anything sold out ready. Oh, these are all I'm gonna have to kill everything in this room. Blah 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 blah. And all of a sudden it's just one just pops out, and it's just like, hi. And it's like, oh, it's that all.
Yeah, it was a bit kind of something and nothing, a bit kind of, I wouldn't say soul destroying, but that kind of, it was just words.
Just by the way that it looked, you would expect that you yourself would expected that, but a few more of the things to actually come out.
I was well excited. You got in there, and I thought, okay, well you're gonna get one coming from the left, and then one coming from the right, and then one coming just straight at you, and you didn't, and I was like, oh well, that's ruined what I thought.
Yeah.
What I thought was gonna happen.
Now there is a small chance.
Yeah.
That more were supposed to open, but it could be that it could be that it's a little bit bugged. It's either bugged because of the mod, or it could be just Skyrim bugging out.
Okay. Yeah.
And the other ones didn't trigger. That could be the potential case. I'm not 100% sure.
Or could it, where those, those floor tiles that you stand on and that triggers things? Yeah. Could that possibly also be?
No, because how the sarcophagi would work is that you get basically, you can't see them in the game and they're invisible in the game, but you can see them in like the creative kit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that they're trigger boxes and they're coloured boxes.
Mhm.
So that trigger box would be linked to a particular thing or particular item or particular door or whatever like that. So in this case, there was a trigger box that was most likely in the centre of the room.
Right.
That was linked to that sarcophagus that opened.
Yeah.
Which then, that trigger box was to basically say, right, so you activate this trigger, sarcophagus opens, dragon comes alive, comes out and attacks. That's basically what the trigger box does.
Yeah.
Now it could be that trigger box could have been overlaid with other trigger boxes to activate other ones at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
But it's also possible that they weren't connected correctly.
Mhm.
Or it could be that they are connected correctly, but the game just bugged out.
Possibly.
That is a possibility. So, but from what we've seen, from what we saw, for me the ending was a bit lackluster. But
yeah.
So in summary, we'll get, so summary wise, layout, liked it, even though the layout of like you go there into one room and then you're sort of going like straight down almost pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you go to the door and you end up literally on the opposite side.
Yeah.
The physics of the layout doesn't quite make sense, but maybe there's some little secret corridor that goes all the way around, and since they couldn't be both, since it was like it's not fun to build an entire corridor, we'll just create a shortcut.
Exactly.
Bang. Which, in design wise that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But logically it doesn't make sense. But
we don't do logic, it's okay.
But that's just but that's just my nerdism coming through there.
It is, it's your OCD.
I have a problem. But layout wise, in the ways of how it looked, layout, the design, I liked it. I liked it on that front.
Yeah.
And in ways of enemies, there was enough, but it wasn't overwhelming at the same time. It wasn't like I was constantly going around, having to hit this, having to hit that, attack this, attack that, bang, 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 bang. You know. So amount of enemies was nice. Design-wise was nice. Story/lore, though it would be nice for it to have had it, but it's to that kind of size where it doesn't warrant it to need it. But if you're someone who likes finding lore books and stuff like that, it would have been a nice little touch for it. My only main issue was basically the ending. It was a bit lackluster from how it was set to how it was looking to be set up.
Yeah, and I agree. Like layout wise, I'd give it. I think I'd give it about a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Lore wise, I was a bit disappointed, so it only gets about 3. But the actual ending gets a 4.5 because I understand their concept of what they wanted to achieve. But to actually, I don't think it's either a bug or it's not connected correctly, because I understand what you're saying. So yeah.
You think it was just basically, even though it's set up that way, it was only designed to ever fart out one Draugr?
Yes. I hate to say it, but yes.
Alright. But right, so that's going to be it for this video. If you want Ebony to join in more with the Forgotten Dungeons ones, because I think it will be a bit more interesting to have her featuring that kind of style of video rather than other general ones, because it's obviously I do a lot of dungeons myself, but obviously so I'll always have a bit more of a biased opinion, not because I think I'm all high and mighty and I'm the best designer in the world, but it's just because obviously I design them, so I will have a more biased view, because obviously I have a certain way of how I do dungeons and stuff like this and stuff like that, whereas Ebony doesn't, so she can give a more unbiased opinion. Let me know in the comments below. You can't let her know in the comments below, because she's not there. She's not on this channel. She has her own channel somewhere on YouTube.
Yeah, I have my own channel, and I subscribe to your channel. So
she can still spy on me. But
oh yeah, I can still comment.
Yeah. But just let me know in the comments below. If you want her to appear more in more Forgotten Dungeon videos, and I'm pretty sure we can work something out with that one.
Yeah, you might even let me review some of yours.
Yeah, that's a future idea. But we need to get Cassandra on some kind of steroid program first.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, she's got to pump some iron, hasn't she?
Otherwise, she's just going to get blown over by the wind that blows through Needles Cathedral.
Very true. Yeah.
And as always, there will be a link in the description below to this mod itself, if you want to test it out for yourself and jump ahead, because we still got a lot to look at. There's a lot to this mod, so this was it's going to be a bit of a more warranted, bigger series. Because there's a lot. That's the list there.
Gosh, that's a big list.
See, it's so big you can hear the list.
So heavy.
But right. So if you like this video, obviously like it, and like it. But no, if you enjoyed the video, like it. If you didn't like it, dislike it. If you do dislike it, let me know in the comments below why you didn't like it. Just so then it help me improve things in the future, rather than it being, I don't like it. Here's my comment. I'm going to be a dick, and my comment has no actual constructiveness to it whatsoever, because then that just makes you look like a dick. But it's nice to get an opinion.
Definitely.
But you can also subscribe to the channel, see what other things I do on here. Obviously primarily more Skyrim, but obviously there's different videos, different kind of mod reviews, this and the other. Ebony appears in one other one, and then hasn't appeared since until now. and then probably won't appear again for a couple more, 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
This, that, and the other, la 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 la. So it's the general YouTuber fucking thing of like, subscribe, press the notification bell, la la la. It's like, yeah, I can actually do that, or you can just do it or don't do it. It's entirely up to fucking you, for God's sake. Is there anything else that they should know before we go?
No, I think
No.
that's it. No.
Apart from the cat gone mad.
Yeah, I think he's just. I think he's just eating some of his food.
No, that's the run around life. I finally took in his shit and look at me celebrate, Daddy. That's what that is.
Ah.
But right, so until the next Forgotten Dungeons video, we will both see you later.
See you later.